Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Nai. Today, I think I'd like to talk about dichotomies. It's a word. Hi Isabel. Good evening everyone. Right now in Isle Deckney, it is 7:05 p.m. on Wednesday, April 8th, 2020. There really isn't any news to speak of today. Oh, did anyone else see that talk show yesterday on TV? You know the one. I like watching for the guests, but the hosts are such chatterboxes. They're always rambling on and on and on and on. Oh dear. There I go again, prattling on about my personal TV habits. Sorry folks. That's all for now. I hope you all enjoy the loveliest of lovely days. And today we have to learn more about Isabel. Wow, there's a... Yeah, this is... Oh, hey, it's Celeste! Hold on, this is important, but not as important as talking to Celeste. Celeste! Come here. Oh, good evening. Aren't the stars just exquisite tonight? Hooty toot, I almost forgot. I came across a recipe for an astronomical project in a book and jotted it down. I would like you to have it. Do let me know if you try building it, would you? What is it? Well, have a splendid rest of the night. I know I shall. Okay, so we have a meteor shower tonight. Okay, what is this? An Aries rocking chair. Okay, so here's the question. Oh, okay. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But I think I can actually make that. Okay, so, State of the Union real quick. I did go and, do some work around, I did some work around the island. Fixed paths, things like that. I'm still not happy with where things are. I also adjusted trees. So, a lot of the trees I cut down, sold, got rid of, just in general. That way we could, that way we would kind of always know what was up. So we're good on trees right now. I did not know that you just turned the minimap always on. So just kind of in general did that. I caught a couple of fish. Or maybe just one fish. I caught the surgeon fish. That's another one of those ones that we needed. I caught an ant. We needed that. I believe I have already deposited a tarantula. So I think all of this is just waiting for Flick. So, neat. But yeah, dichotomies. There's a reason I went inside that house, and I completely forgot about it. I find it utterly fascinating when people do one of two things. Like my dog, who will just lick my hand for no reason and try to distract me from what I'm doing. No, I'm doing this. I'm not petting you right now. Aries. Star fragments. Just, yeah, you have my lap. Just sit there and be calm. Be a good girl. Yeah, I love you. I find it fascinating when people either do one of two things. Either A, they do a false dichotomy. Oh, I need 2 Aries fragments. Oh dear. I mean, I'm not sure how I feel about this rocking chair, but... Okay, never mind. Let's go put stuff back. Either setting up a false dichotomy, or insisting on looking at one side of the dichotomy rather than the other. So what is a false dichotomy? Well, false dichotomies are kind of interesting things. The concept here is that in an issue with multiple potential sides to it, and there are lots of such issues, you know, one example would be just where are we going to go to dinner tonight? But in an issue with multiple sides to it, I'm leaving this turnip here because that actually spawns ants. That's why that's there. We may actually see ants later on today. So on an issue with multiple sides to it, a false dichotomy is where a person insists there are only 2 sides. That's it. There are no There are no other sides. And typically, in a false dichotomy, the false dichotomy is created to force people to think that one side is better than the other. And that's one of the reasons why it's making it only two sides. Because it is much... See, there's the ants. It's much easier to argue one side versus one side than one side versus 7 sides. So one such false dichotomy I've heard a lot over the years, and I'm sure, you know, many of you have too. Not necessarily this exact one, because this exact one is somewhat specific to a specific country, but you've probably heard it to whatever country you happen to be from, at least some variant of it. But one I've heard many, many times over my life is America, love it or leave it. Well, that's a false dichotomy. And to those who will call themselves true patriots, they're going to tell me, no, it's not a false dichotomy, you only have those two choices. And look, I'm not saying there's something wrong with being a person who feels that strongly about your country, but there are other positions you can take. You can say, because the America love it or leave it false dichotomy is built around the concept that if you don't completely love America, then you are doing something wrong. So what you're saying is that America can do nothing wrong. And the problem is that as much as I would love to say that, you know, my birth country, that America is always amazing, is always the best, it really isn't. We have troubles in this country, just like every country does, that we need to start solving. And that's just kind of all there is to it. You know, we need to start solving some of these problems. So America love it or leave it is a false dichotomy. It's saying that either you love it fully, that you fully embrace America and, you know, there are no faults, or that you need to leave the country. You know, it's a you either love it or you hate it sort of thing. And that's just not true. There's many flavors of, you know, not necessarily belief in one's country, but there's many flavors of love for your own country or for, you know, basically anything, really. I've seen this come up a lot with video games, where either you love it or you hate it. And keep in mind, I have actually legitimately seen video games that are either a love it or hate it sort of game. Usually they're the more philosophical ones. Oh, hey, I forgot we have points to look at. This was Hit Rock, I'm assuming? Yeah, Hit Rock. Ooh, we got 500 points from that. Nice. Do we have anything else in here? I need to start hunting some of these. Bell Ringer. Spending your bells. We have spent 500,000 bells, so we get Covetous Personality. Got that yesterday from buying from Kicks. I need to... Number of active days you spent here. Wow, I probably want you to spend a full year active here. Okay. I need to start actually digging in and actually fulfilling some of those that are actually in my power. But false dichotomies are interesting. Isn't Chow goodbye? What's the latest? Another day in paradise, or as I like to call it, Isle Deckney. I agree. Oh. Did not actually intend to hit you with a shovel. Do I look bored? Sorry, that's just how my face looks when I'm bored. Haha. Yep. I bet you there are definitely some people in the Animal Crossing community who are going to very much have the attitude of, you know, Bunny Day, love it or leave it. You know there are people out there who are going to enjoy Bunny Day, and there are those of us out there that do not. But I find it fascinating. I really do. I think it's just the way that I grew up is that I, you know, from things like debate club and civics class and things like that, you know, I ended up... What is this? Oh. We have a lost object. Okay. But from, like, debate club and civics class, I did spend a lot of time having to... And philosophy club as well. I ended up having a lot of time where I had to spend looking at others' viewpoints, playing the devil's advocate. What's up, Renee? Welcome to your place. Yep, did you drop this? Found something? Let's see it. Here. It's this thing. Is this yours? Doesn't look like mine, but you know who I bet that belongs to? Go talk to Boone. Okay. Thank you. I'll come back and talk to you later. But when you spend a lot of time looking to try to argue a viewpoint you don't necessarily agree with, and, you know, that's a thing that I had to do. That was part of those clubs, part of that, suppers. Do you want this thing I have? What is this thing I have? Would you like a cardboard box? No way. You're giving me a cardboard box? For me? Really, Gruff? Really thoughtful of you, kiddo. I could see you redecorating my place based around this piece. Okay, good. Will you hold on to that? I'm very glad that you appreciate it. But I mean, definitely, when you're really actively trying to see the world from the point of view of someone else, you do actually start seeing that, well, you know, things that I thought were just black and white, that were really simple, really aren't. You know, these issues are a lot less simple. But I find it interesting how many people do not do that. And I guess part of it is I grew up doing it sort of thing. So it's not a... Sup, Boone? Did you drop something? What is it? It's this. I don't know what this is, but this is the thing that you may have dropped. It's my bag? Wow, I haven't seen that for a while. Thanks for finding it. Here's a little something. Just a small thank you. God, it's another outfit. I don't even mind parting ways with my beloved dress shirt. Enjoy. Ooh, a dress shirt. Hold up. Hey, nice. I prefer my business suit coat, but, you know. I'd like to give you a thing. This is specifically yours. Trust me. It's a protein shaker bottle. That looks like a protein shaker bottle. It is. You crushed it. I absolutely love this sort of stuff. Can't wait to show this off. I was also looking for an excuse to move my stuff around, so this really is perfect. Something for me? A thick striped Stop giving me outfits! They're a lot harder to get rid of. I once had one of those shirts when I was very young. But I do find it at least a little amazing that it's so hard for some people to see things from others' points of view. And what it ends up being is that I'll want to have a, you know, a discussion with someone about some issue going on today. And it will be, you know, so that's right, we have Celeste, so I don't get to have anybody else. I'm really hoping Flick shows up sometime soon, because I need him to show up. I forget, can this? Okay, you can't interact with that. Let's see. Today's hot item is a frying pan. Interesting. You know, I'll end up wanting to have a discussion with someone about some thing that's going on in reality. We are in Nook's Cranny. I wish to sell things. We're gonna sell a bunch of fossils that I do not need. Cherries, peaches, weeds. Sell some eggs. I think we're good. Yeah? Yeah. Hey, that's a number I like. So, okay, I know I already have this kettle. Gotta do that immediately to make sure I can get the next one. I doubt we're gonna be able to get the next one, but, you know. I already have the kettle. Do I have... I don't think I have the ironing set, so let's just go ahead and pick that up. What about this? A Zen cushion. Pretty sure I don't have one of those. Okay, we're not gonna do anything else in here for now. I end up having discussions with people, and what ends up happening is I'm looking for multiple sides of the discussion, so I'm looking for more of a kind of, let's actually go in and talk about it. And what ends up happening is I'll end up having to defend a point of view that I actually don't subscribe to, because the other person can't talk about it at all. Oh, hey, we have Sahara. What's up, Sahara? I am calling you Sahara. I've been hearing her called the Rug Gotcha, as in gotcha balls. Okay, let's get a mysterious wallpaper. Oh, I will want one more after this. No, we're not done. I want more. I want mysterious flooring. It's nice that we can, like, slowly upgrade our money over time, even with as much money as I spend. Surely your eyes will grow wide, your mouth of yawning beluga whale. Your heart will race when you see it. Yep, I'm absolutely certain that that's going to happen. I do need things, yes. I need a large rug. I'm certain that it is your favorite size. Absolutely. No, we're under 100,000 bells. Okay, so we got 3 tickets from large rug. Okay, we're gonna have to go talk to her again in a second. I need to hear this balloon. That is what I was looking for. That's why I'm checking on these balloons, just because they may, in fact, be the size that I want. Cherry Blossom Clock. Cool. It does end up being a little bit, okay, what did we actually get? So, lobby flooring, retro dotted rug, and tree-lined wall. Cool. It does end up being a little bit annoying for me sometimes. You know, having these situations where I'm basically forced to either not have the conversation with someone, or alternatively, have the conversation, but have to basically play the part of effectively the conversation villain. I do want my thing. Yes. I want wallpaper. This is especially bad and problematic in my family. We've got ruins wall, interesting, and a blue medium round mat. This is especially kind of problematic in my family, because in my family has some very decided political rules. It's actually it's not just my immediate family, so it's not just, you know, my mom, my sisters. It's also my uncles. So what happens is we'll go and we'll visit my uncles, and my mom, her boyfriend, and the uncles will all get into a discussion with each other, and it becomes an echo chamber. They just sit and kind of reaffirm each other's thoughts, but it becomes kind of vile sometimes. There's a lot of acidity that comes from these discussions. And I won't say where their political affiliations lie, but there are specific people in government, in various places of government, that they are specifically against and specifically for specific candidates in the current elections that they are specifically against or specifically for, and there's no having a discussion with them. They are very much, you're either with us or you're against us. And what's kind of interesting is there's a little bit of truth stretching that will happen with them. I sure do. I do want my mysterious flooring. And this is where the inability to even see the other side of a dichotomy exists. So I was having yellow design kitchen mat, retro dotted rug, dark chocolates flooring. Interesting. I was having a discussion regarding the regarding a bill that was being passed through the government for COVID, The bill specifically talking about bringing out stimulus payments to people who need it, because there are a lot of people who are currently being caught between a rock and a hard place because of the economy being shut down. Most people kind of understand this, that there are major issues at the moment due to the economy being shut down. People are not paying their bills. People are losing their jobs. Hey, chatter. I would like to give you an exclusive retro dotted rug. Give me a retro dotted rug. Not really sure what else to say. I guess anything could come in handy at some point on an island like this. Okay, he doesn't like it. We got to even things out of it here, because taking such a nice gift is going to scramble my karma. And just give you 650 bells and we'll call it even. Okay, cool. I paid 1,000 for that, but sure. We were having a discussion regarding the stimulus bill, and I'm kind of annoyed at a specific politician who was basically trying to stymie the bill. Not because they didn't believe in the bill, but because there were things in the bill they didn't agree with. So, and this was the stimulus bill to give money to people who basically pushing money out to the country to help kind of jumpstart the economy again, give people money, things like that. And it's an understandable thing. One of the folks responsible for voting in this bill and making it happen, however, was basically going to put not necessarily a stop to it, but a slowdown to it. Basically, they were basically saying, in not so many words, if this thing that I don't like in the bill is not reconsidered or taken out, I'm gonna basically force all of the senators to come back and vote on it personally, which is kind of a scary thought for people right now, because that means they have to get together and meet up, and that's a scary thing with COVID around. So effectively, this is saying I'm going to put other people at risk to get my way. And I find this to be a particularly kind of frightening thing for a lawmaker to do, especially when the lawmaker in question is supposed to be is kind of being touted to be on the side of the people, right? Very much, I'm gonna help the little people, I'm gonna make things happen. The problem is that they were stymieing the bill because the bill was apparently going to give, better bailout chances to big government. And so they said that was, that is unacceptable. We can't give bailout chances to big government. We need to rethink this bill and get rid of that thought. So, look, I understand. Not big government, big business. They're trying to. It was gonna allow big business to get bailouts that this particular person does not think they should have. Which, look, okay, I can completely. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? Can I not? Oh, this is annoying. Okay, hold up. This is what we're gonna do. So, the highest you're guaranteed to get in here is 30,000. So 30,000 3 times is the highest that you're guaranteed to get in a money tree. However, 90,000 does work. It's just a lower chance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shove 90,000 into this hole. So either we'll break even or we'll triple our money. Does it allow me to do this? No. Irritating. I'm willing to break even. I'm willing to take those odds. Triple or keep your even odds. I'll take it. So, I'm not gonna say that I don't understand where this senator is coming from. I do. You know, they don't want to see a situation where big business is getting a break where they don't necessarily deserve one. You know, my thoughts on big business getting a bailout at all aside, because I think that it's kind of stupid. This is a thing that's actually going to happen. But I understand the thought. I really do. But from where I'm sitting, and I'm not going to say that I'm, you know, that I know all the facts. This is a completely opinion-based thing. But from what I'm sitting, and again, this is a little bit of that false dichotomy. So I'm willing to take one on the chin for this. But it's really hard for me to hear a politician say, I'm on the side of people over big business, especially of the smaller folk, and then make a decision to slow down a bill that would help, you know, the smaller folk, essentially. They make that decision, which slows down the bill. Because what's that saying is you dislike the idea of the big businesses getting a bailout more than you like the idea of, you know, regular folk getting money that they need as fast as we can. And that's kind of a weird thing for me to hear. You know, it's very much an actions are louder than words thing, in my opinion. Again, I'm going to very much preface this with a, in my opinion. Because this is entirely opinion-based. There's probably information in here that I don't know about. And I absolutely welcome people correcting me. So let me know. But it very much feels on my end that that is the decision being made. Is that, you know, we could do this quickly to make sure that... And keep in mind, I believe this is already done and done with. So this is not like an... Right. This is not a thing that's actively going on right now. My understanding is everything's been done. Like, you know, we don't... It's not a worry anymore. But if you're saying that I would... Pro tape recorder, interesting. You're saying I would rather have an argument over whether big business should get a bailout, then I would want people to, you know, get this money as quickly as possible. I will delay them getting money by potentially weeks in order to have this argument and try to get this taken out of the bill. And that feels like such a weird... Oh, hey, cool. Hey, B, what's up? I see why Renee is always so relaxed. Her home is just so comfortable. Maybe that's because I get along so well with Renee. Mm-hmm. I am here again. Do you want a thing? I'm going to give you a blue medium round mat. Is that a blue medium round mat? For me? Seriously? All right, but no takebacks. Thanks, Highway. Feel awkward just taking stuff, so here's for next. Now we're even-ish. Yeah, I know. I spent probably 2,000 bells on that. Hopefully you actually use it. But I look for that. What's kind of interesting is that when I tried to strike up this conversation and kind of bring this up, what the person I was talking to was talking about was the fact that, yes, she doesn't want big business to get this bailout. And I said, okay, okay, that's fine, but that means that this is the, I want some of the stuff that she has that I do not currently have. I have most of it, but I'm missing a couple of pieces. Sup, Sylvana? Let's talk. Feels like everyone on the island is holding their breath. Yes, 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 bunny day. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Good talk. But I guess they weren't looking for that other side. You know, I feel like people really should have the ability to see all sides of an issue. You don't necessarily have to agree with them, but that's I think something that people need to learn. I think it's important that people be able to see every side. I mean, as a part, I mean, really part of it, if you really want to think about it, is that part of the reason you need to see every side is that without being able to see other sides, you can't argue against them. You know, that's a really important thing. When you are, especially if you're, you know, if you're a person who is wanting to make a point and get people to agree with you, you have to be able to argue against their points, right? You have to be able to know these are the things that they're going to say. This is how I will, you know, make my point against that in the hopes of bringing them around to my side. Or if it's a debate, you know, bring the audience around to my side. You know, that's a skill you have to have. If you don't have that, you're never going to get anywhere. But also kind of in a... Let's put that away and not put someone's eye out. Hey, Pietro. God. I cannot wait till the 12th just so they stop talking about Bunny Day. But even when we're not talking about having a discussion where, you know, you are actively trying to convince someone or win the discussion, you know, I think it's also very important that you actually do know kind of that other side, because you do want to kind of understand the person that you're talking with. That's kind of a big point. Not even kind of. That is a major point to having a discussion with someone, you know, a civil one or a respectful one, is knowing where they're coming from too. And so if you're breaking these, you know, these situations, what are you working on today? Crafting a rocking horse. Cool. Sure, teach me how to make a rocking horse. It should be easy for me. Also, I'm going to give you a thing. I've noticed that you don't seem to have a rug in here. So I'm going to give you a retro dotted rug. A retro dotted rug? Not sure what brought this on, but I always appreciate getting a gift. Not everybody seems to like these. God, everybody's giving me money back, and none of it is enough. That's fine. Just going to make sure to talk to everybody. Which includes Sable. We'll get back there. I just need to empty my inventory a little bit for whatever awesome things they happen to have in stock. Hey, it's Rockolo. Sup, buddy? Do you want a thing? You do get something. You know what? I think you could use a thick striped shirt. This is a thick striped shirt. This is a real great. My other clothes are kind of crusty. So now I'm going to try this on right now. God, Broccolo scares me a little bit. Yep, that fits him so well. It's a ninja costume. Ooh. I lucked out. Is it a full body costume? It is. I have a green ninja costume. Okay. Interesting. Now I think I need a ninja mask. Okay, let's see. Peanut should be around here somewhere. Just gotta find her. I find very often it happens that people just, you know, they do not really understand the positions held by others. And again, not even talking about like a political position, not even talking about a you know, a debate or anything like that. Just in a casual conversation. You know, two people are sitting and they're watching the news, and they see that, you know, some political leader has you know, made a decision of some sort. And they're having a discussion over it. Like, if you don't understand where the other person's coming from, and keep on, the other person may just be the political leader. You're not even having a discussion with your buddy. Like, you two agree. Like, there's no question. But you're kind of shadow boxing with the TV about the discussion, right? And you know, if you don't understand, you know, where the other person's coming from, it's really just, you're just shouting at them. Really is all you're doing, right? You're sitting here and you're just like, this is my opinion. It is right. I know that it's right. Why don't you see it? God, you're so stupid. Like that's all you're ever gonna do in that situation. It reminds me a little bit of like an armchair, you know, armchair general or an armchair coach. You know, the type of folks who they watch a sporting event and you know, they're shouting at the TV, "Why, you idiots? Why are you doing that? Why did you use that play? You should have used this play." And, you know, these people, they absolutely, you know, probably know information, right? It's not like they don't understand the play or understand what's going on. They just think they know better. But it's a difference between someone who has been coaching for... Ooh. Oh, okay. It's the difference between someone who has been coaching for years and someone who, you know, has been watching, you know, TV for a while. Yeah, you may know a fair amount, but you're obviously not going to know everything. And especially with, you know, with a game of some sort, with a basketball, football, baseball, you can't see all the details because the TV network is not showing you all the details, frankly. So, you know, you don't know how their players are holding up. You know, their players may be getting tired, and you can't see that. There's just stuff like that. And so I am always very curious if a situation like this is based around a unwillingness to see, you know, the other side, or is it not unwillingness? Is it inability? Have you not learned to see the other side? Or maybe it's not even that. Maybe it's not that you haven't learned. You know, maybe you just you flat can't wrap your head around the concept. That's always possible, right? Ooh, they got some stuff today. Let's go say hi to Sable. Ah, Nye, welcome back. It's nice of you to keep supporting Able Sisters so we can be the best shop we can be. Oh, right. Looks like your favorite customer came by again today, Sable. Every day for like a week, it's been, do you think Nye will stop by today? And I'm all, sis, can find your spine. It's not even open yet. Aw. Don't worry, sis. Nye is too nice to ever make fun of you. Right, Nye? Right. Aw, that's cute. I like that. So, and that is why we talk to Sable every day. In case I haven't made that point clear enough. Okay, so we have a bulldog jacket. Okay. We have a vest of many things. Cuffed pants. Leather pants. We can get a judogi. And a tweed dress. A floral hairpin. A zen hair clip. Ooh, we can get a cat nose. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Or a rounded beard. Now, I'm not sure how I feel about a rounded beard sans sideburns. I already have steel-toed boots. I believe I already have steel-toed boots. Get Mary Jane's. I don't know if I'm going to have enough space to actually make this purchase. Okay, let's get... That's a Zen hair clip? Really? That's what you're going to call that? What pants do I want to snag? Cuffed pants? Probably that one. Okay, can you have this mailed to my house? Go ahead and slip the purchase into your inventory for you. Okay. I have enough space in my inventory for stuff. Cool. I am almost all the space at home is taken up by either freaking bugs, fish, or clothing. Okay, I want that tweed vest. I think a denim skirt. I think we should take a denim skirt. Get a floral hairpin. Get the cat nose. I got the rounded beard, right? Probably pick up some no-show socks. I don't know what the point is of having no-show socks. But... No! Damn. Okay, let's get rid of those no-show socks. Ugh. Okay, we'll have to figure something out. It's not that nothing caught my eye, it's that, you know, I can't do anything. Okay. I think we're reaching the end of the day today. We've really had a, we're really running from a dearth of Peanut, actually. We haven't seen Peanut anywhere. More Bunny Day nonsense. Yeah, I haven't seen Peanut. Okay, well, let's go check on the island. And then let's just check to see what we can get out of the Nook shopping. Orange windflower bag. I can go plant those. I'll claim that. We're gonna start working on projects around the island soon, but I do want to upgrade my house again. Talk island evaluations for me. Okay, so what do we got? Still 3-star. Okay. It's been growing real nice, like a big tree. It's getting plenty of love and care. I'll be visiting a lot, trying to copy its secret sauce for the success of my artist collective. I believe that's the guy that does the photography. Okay, folks respond positive to our island's scenery, but we need more scenery. Okay. Okay. Overabundance of trees. Okay, I need to cut down a couple trees. Okay. Apparently, we're like 2 above the tree limit, or 1 above the tree limit. So we're right there. But every time I plant a new, you know, a new bell tree. Okay, what do we got? I don't think we have Imperial KK, so let's go ahead and place that order. And I don't think we have a tape deck. I'm not really worried about the rest of that right now. Okay, well, we didn't see Peanut, but that's fine. She'll be around here somewhere. I think that's going to be about it for me today, guys. Bit of a shorter one than usual, but that's fine. We're gradually going to get shorter ones because we're doing everything and we're doing it quickly. But yeah, I'm kind of curious how do you guys go when it comes to these discussions, when it comes to those false dichotomies? You know, are you the type of person who only sees things in black and white, or do you see shades of gray? When it comes to watching, you know, politics and or having a discussion that has that type of impact and weight, are you able to see both sides of the issue, or are you a person who you really kind of, you know, you see just yours and that's about it, and you can't even argue the other point? Did you guys ever do a debate club or something like that that allowed you to kind of learn to see that type of thing? I think it's a skill that everybody needs to have. It's definitely understandable if you don't have that skill. But again, I think everybody needs to have that skill at some point. Oh, okay, it's this. Oh, I already had one of these. Okay. I do think everybody needs that skill, and I think that if you don't have it, it is something you absolutely need to learn. I think that's, in my opinion, that's across the board. That's everybody. Everybody needs to learn these skills. It makes things so much more civil when you can have a conversation with someone and you do understand where they're coming from. You know, you do, okay. It's not a frog. It makes things a lot more civil when you can have these conversations with people. You know, when you understand where they're coming from, it's a lot easier to be more respectful of them and not kind of bluster your way through. And it also means that you're not going to waste each other's time, you know. They should not really have to educate you on what the issue is. Anyways, thanks for watching, y'all. I'll see y'all next time.